Good day. This is Danny Creatah from worldofreggae.com, and I'm here in Willemeen Arnhem, and I'm sitting down here with the original Wailing Souls with Bread and Pipe.
Yes, my respect to all the people out there who are my fans and things. I'm glad to be here, you know what I mean? Still going strong.
That's good.
That's good. Bringing the good vibes to the people all over the world, so, it's a good time to be here right now.
It is. It's summertime. It's nice and warm. Last week it was still cold, so that's good timing.
What really happened, we brought the sun with us today. That's why you got some sun here.
Thank you very much for that.
Okay.
You too, very welcome in Arnhem.
Yes. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, well, talking about being here, it's about 20 years that you really was here on a solo tour.
Yeah, this is like home to us. Holland, I think it's like one of the first countries we visited back in the day. You know, and actually England, but next door to England. So
well, sometimes you have to step over to Amsterdam for certain reasons.
Amsterdam is where we played.
What
was that name? The Paradise or something like that? Back in
the Paradise. But they said that we are out of bound. We cannot play there anymore. So that's why we don't play in Amsterdam anymore. Yeah, the police came and said we are out of bound because 3 hours after the show, the people were still beating down the stage, banging on the stage, so we cannot play there anymore.
No Amsterdam anymore.
About time, no.
No, well, hold on, this bigger than
it's a couple of years now, so they're supposed to release that band right now, but we haven't been there like for around 8 years now. We haven't been.
We were in Amsterdam 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
My friend's store. Yeah.
But that was part of the whole.
Yeah. Our real show, it was like a compilation thing, with different kind of artists.
So this is a whole different thing to all the old tunes again, and still going strong, and some tunes from the new album which you released in 2017, Island Girls.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about that album?
Well, the album was put together very quickly, as a matter of fact. But we always have a lot of songs. Like the supermarket, you have to have stocks on the shelf, so we always have songs to record whenever the time comes, So, sometimes we can record an album in a very short time, maybe 3 months, and album is done because the artist part is having the songs.
Yeah.
And at any given time, we have like 20 songs.
You have got like 50 years covered, so you still have some
songs. Even when we're not recording, we're writing songs still, so,
Yeah. But this album was recorded in Black Oak Studios, right? In Los Angeles, that is?
Well, not exactly Los Angeles. In where place in Empire?
Van Nuys. It's in Van Nuys. Van Nuys.
California,
Okay, what was the particular reason that you didn't record it in Jamaica?
Well, you know what? We recorded everything in Jamaica, so we just wanted a little change. To see what it would sound like, and it came out great because, you know what, even when we're in Jamaica, me and Pipe, we really is like the producer because we tell the producer what to do and we provide the music and everything. So it's just the same thing, it's just a different country and different person.
Yeah, but I can understand that it's still a different kind of vibe because of, way back in the days, of course, recording was way different, especially in Jamaica. So what is the difference there when you look at that, like the 70s or even the 60s? Well, you guys were still around, already around. I mean,
I think everything is almost the same now. Cause since Pro Tool come in, even a person who don't have any musical knowledge can produce a good record. Because Pro Tool, if you even sing off key, they can put it back on key and things like that. You know what I mean? So it's not really a problem. It don't really matter where you record nowadays.
True. But you guys are real singers. Last week I heard Lukie D say that there is less and less real authentic singers around.
Which is true.
So like you say, the auto-tune and the vocoder, everything that makes it like everyone can sing these days.
Well, everybody have a voice still, but those who have the voice to sing, and who have the talent to write good music. Because you can sing, but maybe you can only sing other people's music.
Cover.
Cover. So how was that like back in the 60s and 70s when you guys started for the studio one time, for example? How did that go? You just went to the studio and say, yo, I can sing?
No. Well, you know, as you know, we come from Trenchtown, and it's a long story if we start at the beginning. But when you're from Trenchtown, the people are your first audience, and they are the ones who pass you, you know, until they say you're ready. You know, so we used to just sing in the kitchen where we were, because we had some abandoned kitchen that good acoustic, good sound. So, you know, we always play soccer and cricket, and when night comes, we go to the kitchens with our acoustic guitar and we would sing. And you'd have a lot of other singers there also. It wasn't us alone. And you had whopper professional singers, you know. And sometime when they left and gone, myself, Pipe, and a couple other guys would be there singing, and then the people would think it was the professional singers still singing, and then they would come and say, wait, I want to dare sing? Because when them look, they might expect to see Baba and Peter and Bonnie and them people, and when them look at me and Pipe, them say, and some other people, that's the mother say, you know ready now for the record, you know? You know ready? I would say, all right. So we just went up to Studio One, you know? And even before that, Pipe before that was recording at the Schoolboy with Prince Buster.
Yeah, long time in the business there.
Yeah, because I recorded my first #1 in Jamaica when I was 13. All right, but after like 3 years, we just dropped it because we had to finish school. So after finishing school, we came together, you know, but we grow together in the said era. But the thing about it, as he said, we used to play sports together. We also sing together, you know, and most of the time, it's like we always have the music to keep away from certain things, you know. So we stick to the music, and we continue playing the music. But as you say, when we go to the studio, we always ready.
Yeah.
We were born ready to do music, you know, because first of all, the elders in Trenchtown, they would tell us, you know, I mean, well, you're ready to go. Like when I first do my song, I used to win the talent parade every evening, and that's why
we used to have like a talent thing every day in the ghetto, you know, and Pipe always win it, you know. So.
And then that's how they call me Pipe. Because every time I open my mouth, the place was just crowded with people, just come down, you know. And the guy looked at me and said, you come like the Pied Piper. Every time you open your mouth, the yard full of people, you know. So they call me Pipe from that.
Because I think that the Wailing Souls always also was called Pipe and the Pipers, right?
Well, the reason why all that come in play is because there was a lot of confusion with the names. Wailers and Wailing Souls, and people were saying our song were their song, you know, and we even have friends who take bets and win because they know we were the original, you know what I mean? But
Bob himself would have said, no man, them youth just sing that song, you know what I mean?
Well, because it was the Renegades, Pipe and the Pipers. There were a lot of names.
Souls, that was the name still.
Yeah.
Renegades was like a little boy band we had when we were like still in high school, you know, and and we basically people used to send for us to come and do background vocals, you know, like Ernest Wrangling and people like those, you know, and an English girl was in Jamaica at the time. What's her name again, Pipe?
Pamela Bly.
Pamela Bly, yeah. And she did a song and we did background vocal, and that song went to #1, and so we were kind of like famous in that sense, you know, background vocals at the time. We didn't step out yet as individual artists, you know, until like maybe a couple months later when we did a song named Last Love, yeah, and You've Been Knocking at My Door, and You're Too Young to Fall in Love, as the Renegades.
Yes.
You know, done by Federal Records, that is now owned by Tough Gang.
Yep.
Them time it was Federal, owned by some Cuban people named the Couries, yeah. You know, so, yeah, man. So, you know,
it's
back in those days, you know, You go in the studio, you record everything at the same time. Bam! The music and the vocal is at the same time. You go in a little cubicle. So you had to know what you were doing. Cause you never get a second chance. You know what I mean? Everything record one time. Bam!
You could not overdub. You could not overdub in those days. You know,
Go from start.
yeah, and if anything wrong, you got to come back from the top again. God just said top, and you got to come back from the top. You know what I mean? But
So
Yeah,
that's how we learn.
I hear a lot of stories from artists from your generation that say this, like you go into the booth and you do it from start to finish in one take.
One take,
And then it's good or it's not good. Or,
Yeah, cause it was 2 tracks.
yeah.
the reason why we is like that is because we know in the business of music, it's time. Everything deal with time, and we doesn't go to studio to waste the producer's time. So you know, most of the from we start, we just write through because we wrote our songs. We wrote our songs ourselves. So you know, and then we rehearse them before we go to the studio. So when we go inside there, we're just ready to just one take, bop,
Yeah.
and we come out.
That's the way they do it. That's the way they do it.
man. Yeah.
So, but after 50 years now, 50 plus, I think.
Well, I would think, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause we started, you know, with this Renegades, and if you count the Renegades with Wailing
It's like
Souls, yeah,
64-ish?
it's about no Renegades. That was like 66.
Okay. Wow.
Cause we still in a high school them time, there, you know.
Yeah.
And
So
yeah.
how do you two manage to still be doing this together? But there's other.
Me and Pipe is like boyhood friends from we were like maybe 7 or 8 years old, you
But
know.
even then.
So you know, we were just brethren before even music. We used to just sit in my granny house and read a lot of comics, and you know just mess around. You know what I mean? He was always my brethren. I have a brother. He has a brother, and our brothers weren't as close to us as we. You know what I mean? So, me and Pipe come from a long time. We have a little differences sometimes as every brother would, but it don't last long.
Man don't work the same way every day, you know what I mean? So sometimes a little flare up, but not no fight, and you know, we don't do those.
That's a good thing. That's a
we
good
don't
thing.
fight, and we always can discuss certain things, you know, and work it out, because we know that we always have love within us for each other, you know. Bottom, as Bird say, we always love each other. So you know, it's like everything was just easy for us, as they call bread.
And time flies. I think 50 years pass like nothing.
It's true.
Yeah.
Like we say, you know, 1,000 years in a jazz side is like a day. You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah, man. That is the thing. Yeah.
So in 2017 was the last album. Are you still? You say you have still a lot of music
No,
in
a lot
stock.
of music still.
But
Man.
are you still working on new albums too?
Always working on new songs. Always. You know, it's just like breathing to us, writing songs. 'Cause, I mean, even like we're here right now, we probably can't write a song. You know what I mean? Just looking at the people and, you know, we just write a song. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe we should do that.
'Cause, you know, that's how we write song of what's happening around us, and somebody may say a phrase and we say, yeah, that sounds right. Now we just write a song off of the phrase, you know, and you know, there's a lot of way to write songs, you know. Sometimes you write a song in minutes, sometimes it takes years, you know what I mean? You know, so you know, you write song in whole different ways.
You don't want to put no kind of negative lyrics, so you try to get a positive lyrics, you know. So sometimes it take you all 6 years sometimes to write a good song.
And next time it take a minute.
True.
It just flow. You know?
So talking about that, is there like nowadays music that you really rate and listen to it, or the new artists that are there?
Well, I want to tell you, me and Pipe, we always, cause you know, I was telling you about we used to the city in my granny house, and we always listening to music, you know. Back in those days, it was the artists of the day, like Dionne Warwick or the Temptations or the Impressions, them type of people, you know. So we always listen to music, and see, I'm like, no, we still listen to music, you know. You listen what's going on. You have to listen what's going on, you know what I mean? And sometimes you hear, you know, a nice tune, and you say, yeah, that tune there is nice, and thing, you know. Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Time, you know.
Current, you know, which what's happening out there. Because if you're not current with what's happening out there, you're going to be left behind. You know, so to keep constantly focusing and writing good music, you have to be listening to music that other people do.
But what I wonder still is when I go to Jamaica now, I mean, you still listen to what's current, but I am doubtful if the youth of today in Jamaica knows, for example, the Wailing Souls.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I really don't, because everywhere. I hope so, because wherever I go, there is not like roots.
They know us, you know, because the song them that we wrote in Jamaica and leave in Jamaica, we have 6 number 1 hit, you know, back to back. All right, 6 number 1 hit.
Those were the days when number 1 you had to be selling like 40,000, 45 records. Not today.
No.
Today you sell 2,000 records and it's number 1.
When I go to Jamaica now and I ask the youths about roots music, not especially the Wailing Souls, but the Congos, the Abyssinian, some of them are like,
No, if you ask, no, you see really, if you ask the regular youth, them they don't know. But you see, if you ask the youth, them like singing now, like Chronics and Protege and them
they
youth.
will know, of course.
Because every time them youth they see us, them say, boy, Ella, thanks, you know, give thanks, you know, because I want to set the thing for we
should we do like a nice collaboration there?
You know
Chronics and Wailing Souls, Protege, Kabaka.
If they want it, you know what I mean.
Well, I think that's a project that should be picked up. I mean, Chronics did it with Inner Circle.
That's
you know?
a good idea, but
No,
you never know.
we should make it possible then.
Naturally.
We should make it possible.
Usually things happen naturally.
True.
So if it happen, it will. We always say what is to be will be. You don't have to force nothing.
Yeah, well, sometimes you can force it a little bit. So, this was your last show in this tour.
Yes.
And well, the crowd was big. It was sold out again.
Well, you know, all the shows are sold out. Some of them is like maybe 400 people, 500, but they were sold out.
That's a good thing to see, because I saw
by the time we get to the club or wherever, people are always there waiting on us. Lots of them too. You know, the place, you know, crowded, because that's how it is.
Yeah. So after this, is there going to be a festival tour, or because I think people want more now?
We have a U.S. tour starting on the 3rd of May. Yeah, and that's going to be like, because we always tour every summer in the U.S. You know, because that's where we live now. You know, so yeah, it starts the 3rd of May, and then it's going to go right back through till August. Okay. With some breaks in between.
And after that, you come back to Europe again.
Yeah.
Just
hopefully,
do it.
yeah,
Just do it.
yeah.
We come back next year, but not this year, because you know, this year is like we're kind of tied up already with a lot of work. You know,
go back to Kenya, I think too. Yeah.
A lot of things to do still. That's a good thing, because you're still very active.
It's the work, you know.
And I say, you know, we still have work to do.
Lots of work.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, one last question. Do you want to sing us out with a little bit of Shark Attack?
Yeah, man.
Back, come in with a double attack. Step back, here comes the shark attack. Back, come in with a double attack. Step back, here comes the shark attack. Better stop this cultural diffusion, spreading fear and confusion, playing cloak and dagger wars. Forget what you're fighting for. Back, come in with a double attack. Step back, here comes the shark attack. Back, I'm coming with a double attack. Step back, here comes the shark attack. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah.
Crazy. I'd like to thank you very much for your time, for the interview. Lesson. Thank you very much. This was Danny, World of Reggae. Yes. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Respect, man.
Respect, same way. Thanks for your time and everything.